Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Kurt Singh here with a Great League Battle. I think it was K-Pine. I saw this video, similar team or same team. They had Shadow Drapion. I'm running regular Drapion, but then Shadow Jumpluff. So you got Jumpluff in the lead against Morpeko. Kind of like the worst Pokemon to see for this entire team. The Fairy Wind is super effective, but it gets to move so fast and hits so hard that if they want to shield through, the energy ball there, Aerial Ace doesn't take them out. And so I switch into the Drapion here. Psychic Fangs would be resisted, but the Aurora Wheel would still do a lot of damage. It shows there that it's not effective because it's the dark one, but it would already be boosted. So kind of a tricky one there and you obviously Bibarel electric water, you don't want to do that. So bring in the, what is that, Crovert? I actually haven't played it yet. Double crunch there. They let that one go through. I'm gonna let this move go. And I think it's Sky Attack. So yeah, Sky Attack actually does more than I was anticipating. I'm used to the Aerial Ace, I guess. Don't see a lot of Sky Attacks. But get to Aqua Tail there and take it out. So then Morpeko comes back in. And now I'm like, okay, well, I really, I need to get rid of it here. Get to the Aerial Ace, but they get to a move first. And I feel like if I shield this, I can throw the Aerial Ace and then at least get their shield, or maybe get lucky and take them out, and then, see what's in the back. I do get their shield, so bring in Bibarel right away to try to roll out down, and they get to a move. It actually surprisingly doesn't take me out, but then they have Metacham in the back that you don't see very often. So good games to that trainer. Well played. If you are watching this video still, I go 4-1 in this particular set. So that was, first game, first loss, and then it gets better from there. Shiftry on the lead, and I'm actually honestly surprised at how much a foul play does here. They're not Shadow. I know I am, but I am, I guess, what am I? What is that one? I thought it was Fairy, but it must not be. Yeah, it's grass and flying, so that makes a little bit more sense. I was like, when that first happened, I was like, how in the world did a foul play do that much damage to a Fairy Pokemon? Not Fairy, that's why. Okay, so Aerial Ace takes out the Shiftry. They bring in a Stunfisk, the pancake-looking one. And I'm going to shield this discharge up so that I can throw the energy ball. And this will pretty much one-shot, I do believe. Yeah, it should do a lot of damage. Well, it doesn't one-shot, so it just does a lot of damage. Bring in Drapion here. Gonna go for an Aqua Tail. This will take them out if they don't shield. And unfortunately, they do shield. And then they throw a Mud Bomb here. Mud Bomb's going to do quite a bit because of the poison typing. But I'm going to let it go. I want to save that shield. Feraligatr is in the back, so I should be able to get to a crunch here. And just as I get to the crunch, they throw a Hydro. So I'm going to shield this Hydro up, because that will allow me to throw the crunch. And it's going to do a lot of damage. So I should actually be able to roll out down before... Oh, wait. What am I thinking? What am I... That's a Shadow. Oh, that's what I did. Okay. I was like, I very clearly remember rolling out the Feraligatr. I catch the Hydro on the Jumpluff and then bring in the Bibarel, and now I can roll out before they get to move, so they just give up the match. So that's a GG's there. Chargebug. I saw this and I was like, oh geez, how am I going to handle a Chargebug? X-Scissor is just so devastating, and electric typing, Volt Switch, etc. I don't want to bring in Bibarel. So I said, okay, well, Aerial Ace is going to be super effective against the bug typing. So I'm going to stay in and go for the Aerial Ace here, and I'll put up a shield. It is the X Scissor. I'm at another Aerial Ace, so this should either get them fairly low or demand a shield. It does get a shield, so then I bring in the Drapion, and at this point I think I'm going to let it go. X Scissor's not going to one-shot. They actually go for Discharge, and that does a decent chunk of damage. Probably should have saved up and gone for the Crunch here, as they ended up letting it go. Another Poison Sting up would have had the Crunch, so hard to save for sure, but I think in the future that would be the better play. And then they bring in Pelipper. So here my game plan is make them throw energy so that they don't have a Hurricane when I come back in. So I'm going to go for a Crunch there, and I'm staying in because I want them to throw that Energy Ball, or Weather Ball, sorry, so that I can come in with Bibarel, and if they get to a move too quickly, it's just going to be a Weather Ball. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. They're at a Weather Ball here. So I can easily take this Weather Ball, and then I'll be able to continue to roll out and take them out. Weather Ball comes through. And this, the last video I did with Bibarel, it is a Shadow one, and it's definitely not good stats. This is a rank 1 for Great League. I actually haven't really run it, as far as I'm aware, until just now. I decided to put it in instead of the Shadow to see how it does. But I do have, as you guys, anybody that watched the other video there, I do have the Shadow one as well. It's not good stats though. Switch into my Jumpluff here, and they make a really nice catch on Chargebug. Kind of annoyed me. As you can see, I'm not even touching any bubbles. Like one Fairy Wind would have taken them out. So they bring back in Clefable, and I'm almost out of move here. I think this will be Meteor Mash. It doesn't quite take out, so I'm able to get to this Aerial Ace. And that should take them out, unless they shield. They shield, yeah. Last Pokemon, so of course they're going to shield. Now, they try to farm me down there, but I did have a Surf loaded, so this should be able to take out that Clefable nicely. So that's a good game there. Into the next match. Jumpluff into Talonflame. Horrible lead. Get out of there now. Switch right away into Drapion. They stayed in a little ways, and they switch into an Annihilape. So this is lining up fairly well. I can throw a Crunch here. This will do decent damage against the Ghost typing. Rage Fist, I can let the first one go. I do run the risk of a close combat, but Rage Fist comes through. Not very effective. I'm going to go for another Crunch. Looking to grab a shield here. And then Jumpluff coming back in with the Fairy Winds and the Aerial Aces will take care of this thing nicely, so I don't want to use a shield. They're going to think, hey, we got rid of the counter to Talonflame, so we're good to go. Throw the Aqua Tail. Now both shields are down, so I can bring in Jumpluff again. The only thing I risk here is that their third Pokemon is a grass type or another fighter. Because now I can take out the Annihilape here. I do shield up here because it is going to be a boosted Rage Fist. And I don't want to lose the energy here. I want to take out the Annihilape because Bibarel does not want to see it. And now I want to switch right away into Bibarel. And they've got a Wigglytuff. I call it Jigglytuff every time. Hyper Fang at least does a little bit more than half health. So if I can get to a Hyper Fang and then possibly a Surf, will take them out. And I do have a shield here, so I'm actually able to get to the Surf. This is huge, because I can get to the Surf before they actually even throw a charge attack. So now I have the luxury of, even if they had a move there, I can shield it and still get to my Surf. So they had to get to 2 moves in order to take me out. And so that's a good game there. Bibarel, it's interesting. I'm seeing a lot of creators putting out videos with Bibarel, and I actually hadn't really used it all that much. I kind of messed around a little bit, but it's actually quite fun. It's not like, definitely, I don't think it's as meta as like a Dunsparce, say, but it's pretty good. Energy Ball going through here to the Dunsparce. That gets it to about half. And now, yes, I know Drill Run is super effective, and I do have to watch out for it. But it was, okay, what do? If I stay in with Jumpluff, Rock Slides are going to be super effective. It is very tanky, so it could take a couple. If I switch into Drapion, Drill Runs are going to be coming at me. I can at least take one. But the idea is that I want to try to draw out anything that the barrel doesn't want to see, right? So I want to try to see, do they have something? I kind of want to fish a little bit and see if they got something in the back that they want to counter me with. Or what, like they've gone down both shields here now. And now I can let this go if I want, or I can shield. And then I could bring back in Jumpluff. But I do decide to shield up because they've been staying in this whole time. And I'm able to win switch here. Well, I don't think they switched, but I'm able to keep alignment now because they can come in. I'm able to switch again. And they've got Primeape in the back. So they didn't want to see Jumpluff with Primeape, but this is nice now because I can let Drapion go and then come in Jumpluff. Doesn't matter what they throw. And now I can bring in the barrel, and now I'm lined up. So that kind of a little bit weird, but that's kind of what I was doing, bringing in the Drapion there to the Dunsparce, was trying to fish out whatever I don't want to see in the back, which would be that Primeape. So now they have no shields. I'm looking to go back-to-back Surfs, which should pretty much take out that Cloudspire. First one comes through, second one coming through here, and this should pretty much take out. Then the downside is that it's going to allow their Primeape to get farm, but they're going to want to throw before I get to a Surf because the Surf would still take them out. So to do throw here, I think it's going to be a Rage Fist. I think they tried to undercharge it, but I switch right away and get into my Jumpluff with Aerial Ace, and that'll take out the Primeape, and that'll be a good game there. So yeah, if you are still watching, thank you. Really appreciate it. Having a lot of fun making these videos, trying out different teams. This is a fun team. I'm going to play it more. I did only get a chance to do this for one set, and then I've been busy the rest of the day. Highly recommend trying this team if you have it. Somebody asked on the other video if you can use a Shadow Bit Barrel. Go for it. I think it would be awesome. I don't have a Shadow Drapion, and the regular one works great. So, use what you can. Try to get good stats, but otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.